Learning. Innovating. Building. Creating. Solving. Outcomes. Growing. Teams.
Well, Teamscapes I would describe as being Sundial's unique team building activities that I've been developing over the last 25 years. If people have a good experience together and remember that experience, then when they go back into the workplace, they're going to be able to recall it and consider when they were all being creative together.
What Teamscapes has managed to do is condense the learning, so in a very short 1-hour exercise you can really get a very clear picture of how people really work at work.
So being able to take that learning back into the workplace I think is essential. So I've really developed a Sundial Teamscapes methodology that works alongside Teamscapes that enables us to give people a chance to reflect on the day, consider the learning that's taken place, and then transfer that back into the working environment. When we're outside, we have to get from A to B, or we have to construct something. So the type of people who really shine in those activities have a chance to maybe think about how to discover to solve it. And some people don't have that visionary type of thinking. So those people really stand out when we do an outdoor activity, even though everyone is having fun outside. When we do an indoor activity, different people have an opportunity to shine in many respects because the learning outcomes are slightly different, in that we actually create an opportunity for a little bit of conflict on the indoor ones, where people have to consider their personal needs and actually work out through eventually a compromise in order to be successful as an overall team. And then the culinary activities, we then have something different again. There's an opportunity for people to be really creative and design the food that they want to make. So presentation skills is also an element of the culinary activities. So having done an activity, it's actually doing the reflection stage and giving people an opportunity to consider how they performed on that activity in order to make plans for how they're going to tackle the next activity. What really makes the team bond is actually the opportunity to recognise each other's different strengths during the course of the day and the activities. And when people start to identify differences and how they work well together and how we can put them to good use, they then start to form a better respect for one another, how each other can add value, and I think that that has a great impact on the togetherness of the team.
I think Teamscapes was great. It really showed us how we can bring our organisation together in small groups, big groups, and what I thought was really powerful was how it was linked back to the learning outcomes.
I'd definitely be trying to use it within our organisation.
For me, it's very much about experiencing your learning, so you're learning through the activities, and actually it's really making, it gives you time to reflect on areas such as listening skills, your communication skills.
I feel very inspired and I feel really challenged.
I got 2 penalties, one in each exercise. I think actually in a way it made me stand back and reflect and think about what was going on, and then come back to the group with some fresh ideas, which was, I hope they appreciated. I think it was good.
Interestingly, we call it team building, but actually I do think it is actually personal development.